You walk into a room full of people you've never met. Within a tenth of a second, before a single word is spoken, your brain has already made a decision. Trustworthy or not? Safe or dangerous? Friend or threat? You didn't choose to do this. You couldn't stop it if you tried. But the real answer is far stranger than a simple gut feeling. Your brain is running a survival program that is hundreds of thousands of years old. It evolved on a savanna where a wrong guess about a stranger could mean death. Back then, humans lived in small bands of maybe 50 to 150 people. Everyone outside that circle was unknown, and unknown to an ancient brain meant potentially lethal. So your ancestors developed a shortcut, a fast, automatic system for reading faces before the thinking part of the brain even switched on. Psychologist Alexander Todorov at Princeton spent years studying this exact reflex. In his research, people were shown unfamiliar faces for just 1/10 of a second. That's barely enough time to blink, and yet they still formed confident judgments about competence, aggression, and trustworthiness. The verdict was already in before conscious thought arrived. Why would evolution build something so fast and so unreliable? Because speed used to matter more than accuracy. A slow, careful judgment about a stranger's intentions was a luxury your ancestors often couldn't afford. Better to flinch at 10 harmless strangers than to freeze in front of one dangerous one. This is your amygdala at work, the small almond-shaped structure buried deep in your brain, wired for threat detection long before language or logic existed. There's a second layer to this too. Researcher Nalini Ambady at Tufts University uncovered something called thin slicing, the brain's ability to extract meaningful patterns from tiny windows of behavior. In her studies, observers who watched just a few seconds of a teacher's silent body language predicted that teacher's end-of-year evaluations with striking accuracy. A few seconds. That's all it took. Your brain doesn't wait for evidence. It builds a story instantly, then spends the rest of the encounter looking for proof that the story was right. This is why first impressions feel so certain, even when they're wrong. Anthropologist Robin Dunbar's work on social group size helps explain the deeper root of it. He found that the human brain's processing limits cap meaningful relationships at around 150 people, a number now known as Dunbar's number. Everyone beyond that limit gets sorted fast, filed as either safe or suspicious, because your brain simply wasn't built to hold nuanced judgments about strangers at scale. Think about the last time you scrolled past a stranger's photo online and felt an instant like or dislike. Same ancient circuitry, different century. You are not weighing evidence when you meet someone new. You are running a program built for a world of predators, tribes, and firelight, a world that hasn't existed for thousands of years. And yet every single day, in job interviews, first dates, and crowded subway cars, that same ancient alarm system quietly makes the first move. The stranger in front of you today isn't dangerous, but the part of your brain deciding that in a tenth of a second doesn't know that yet. So tonight, when you walk into a room full of people you've never met, remember this. Your brain has already made its decision before you've said a single word. And it made that decision for a world that no longer exists.